what the hell.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Batman.
Yeah, I agree with you. Batman's the best.
G'day, welcome to Spoilers at the Movies.
Oh, hi.
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 I'm Andrew and I am joined by my brother and those two guys.
Superman! Wow!
I'm Daniel.
Yeah.
I'm Jamie. He's quite bad at introducing people since he didn't introduce anybody.
It's alright, this is a fancy introduction.
Yeah,
Jim,
that's
Jim's
it.
new to the spoilers.
Whoa!
Jim!
Yes!
Jimmy!
Yes, me!
Yes, our new addition to Spoilers is Jim, who is done a Spoilers running commentary with us once already, but yeah, we haven't done that yet. It should upload today.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we doing tonight? Obviously.
Well, tonight we're going to see Man of Steel.
Wow.
Yes!
Yes.
This is actually an interesting one to do because it is the reviews have been not positive from critics, but a lot of the fans have said it's really good.
Yeah.
So it's one of those interesting ones.
Critics don't mean anything,
Yeah.
they're just critics.
Yeah.
Critics.
And Campbell, who...
Fans are what matters, you know? Yeah.
And Campbell, who you might know from my review with Despicable Me 2, he liked it. He really liked it, and he says that at least Jamie and I will enjoy it.
Well,
So-
Jim's a Superman fan, so he should enjoy it. So you can't forget that.
Yes.
So I'll admit I haven't seen the first 4 Superman movies. But I have seen Superman Returns though, and I didn't think much of it, and I think that's like 73% on Rotten Tomatoes, and this is like 57. But
The only time
yeah.
I've seen Superman is when I was a little kid watching cartoons. That's really bad, but I don't know. I haven't
You just
seen
know the
Superman.
man in tights.
I just love cartoons.
I still collect the comics, and
Yeah, he knows it all.
like so far all the clips I've seen of Superman, when he gets angry,
He gets
Right.
angry.
right.
I do know that.
Nothing says angry than coming right up to your face with glowing red eyes, saying, "Do you want to do something?"
Who? I think
Yeah,
some people have said it's like Dragon Ball Z if it was a movie and done well.
Yeah, and
I want to
Dragon
find that
Ball Z,
movie.
that'd be
Yeah.
good.
I've seen
There's
like
Dragon Ball Z
the
movie.
I don't know,
first.
that'd be
Dragon Ball
good though,
movie.
to like
Yeah,
watch,
yeah.
I mean actually watch
I've
it,
seen the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
Superman movie, and I've seen some of the cartoons. Although, like those two, as you just saw in the intro, I'm probably more of a Batman fan. But from what I've seen of the Superman
Batman,
cartoons, I've enjoyed them. I don't have any Superman comic books. I do have some comics with Superman in them, and I enjoy them. But he's not the reason I read comics. But I do enjoy. what I've seen.
Monologuing! Let's get to the point! Alright, we're gonna go see Superman. It is.
Andrew had a very good point there. He just interrupted it.
I did.
You
Because
wanna-
we need to. Unlike last time, we can't focus too much on the talking.
Yeah, that's
of,
right.
So,
Now we're dreaming. They're just talking about how we can't be talking.
yeah, okay.
If you want to hold the camera,
Superman!
you can monologue.
Okay, 8:35. The movie starts at 9 o'clock. Superman.
Take off!
It's Man of Steel. So let's go.
Let's do it.
Well, I ordered a jumbo popcorn, mega tub popcorn, and usually it should come like this because we evened it out, right? See if you don't see it down the bottom. Usually it doesn't look like the picture, and the picture looked like it was that high. I got the popcorn and it was that high. I'm like, is it actually the same as the picture? But we've evened it out, so yeah. I was going to get those ones.
And then you look at me. That's the sensible one. I got it.
It's worth the money. $8.50.
You just have got to finish all of that. You just have to eat every
We'll
single
eat
last
all of it.
popcorn.
Challenge accepted. So this is the challenge for the whole movie: is to eat all these massive popcorns here. Look at it.
Yeah.
And I just eat my own one.
and I have a handicap. We have both to do that. Oh, hang on. What is even more exciting is we're at the front of a line for the Superman movie. And as you can see, there it is there. And hang on, let's have a look how big the line is.
Yeah, it's not Fast and Furious.
Wow. Huge. It piled up.
world's too big, Mom.
Then make it small. Focus on my voice. Pretend it's an island out in the ocean. Can you see it?
I see it.
My son was in the bus. He saw what Clark did.
You have to keep this side of yourself a secret.
What was I supposed to do? Just let him die?
Maybe.
I have so many questions. Where do I come from?
You just have to decide what kind of man you want to grow up to be, Clark. Whoever that man is, he's going to change the world.
That if the world found out who I really was, they'd reject me. He was convinced that the world wasn't ready. What do you think?
Yeah. Okay, so we both started the movie with a full bucket, as we saw earlier.
New.
And the thing was, if whoever didn't finish, or we both finished, we got to put it on our heads at the end, with or without stuff in it. So here we go. 3, 2, 1.
And who wins the Mega Tub Challenge? It's me. I even ate dinner and I killed it. That's right.
Yeah.
I am the winner of the Mega Tub Challenge.
I, as Grand Marshal of the Popcorn Challenge, hereby declare Daniel Cacciolo the victor.
That's right. Yes. I do fucking win.
And Mr. Jimmy Peter, the loser.
Yes, because I own it. Own.
Okay.
Fucking own. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Hello.
Ready?
Yep, we're recording.
Oh, we're recording. Hey.
Okay, it is what is it? 22:12. Oh, the light, Andrew.
The light!
The light.
Oh.
Yeah.
You are not alone.
No, the other one.
Whoa!
Turn
You are
those
not alone.
off.
It's
all the
more.
way.
It's 20.
Now flick the switch that you did earlier. There we go.
There we
go.
Keep that in
Yeah,
there.
you've got to learn about lighting in the car.
Review.
Okay, 20 to 12.
Let's hang up this phone
phone's
call.
ringing.
Oh, this is interesting.
Please tell me it's
Sorry, guys, just 1 second, guys. Yeah, I'll call. You got to call me back in 15. Is that cool?
Come back to bed.
Yeah. No, I will come back to bed, Jim. Shh. Can he, in 15? Can he call you in 15 minutes?
So how long you last?
Is 15 minutes cool?
He can barely last
I'll see you in
5.
15. Alright, bye, bro.
So that's 14 minutes to cuddle.
That's an
Excellent.
Okay. So official proper start. 3, 2, 1. Okay. It is 20 to 12, and we just been to Superman, and well, somebody else can start off first. I'm just going to sit here.
I'll start. I will start.
Okay, you go. Okay.
I had never seen a Superman movie before, apart from the cartoons when I was shut up. Apart from the cartoons when I was a kid. Don't frustrate my leg. That's alright. The cartoons when I was a kid, and when it started, I had no clue what was going on whatsoever. I thought, what has Superman become? What the hell has happened to Superman? They're all in metal. I know it's called Man of Steel, but they're all in these metal things. And,
those
and they're
things
in
you put in their hands.
and they're in this planet. I'm like, is the whole movie going to be has nothing to do with Superman. Is it going to just be in the sky the whole time? And I already had planned what I was going to say. It was pathetic, but when it actually came to Earth, I changed my opinion. I incredibly loved it. Then I understood why he went back to Krypton. Then I liked it. Then I liked Krypton, but at the start I was like, what the hell? And that's all I got to say.
That was pretty much my thing. It was like, what the hell they did. Sort of knew because these guys did the Batman.
Yeah, I had no.
They were going to do something like that.
Yeah.
Jim, what did you think? Because you're obviously a Superman fan.
I thought it was pretty well done. Like, no offense to Christopher Reeve, who is the original Superman, but this guy did not pose, which was a good thing. There was a lot of action. Yeah, that was alright. I've noticed a spoiler introducing for the next film, which was when one of the bad guys kicked the truck.
Yes.
It says Lex Corp on it, so chances are Lex Luthor is gonna be the next one.
When they were in space and they were on the satellite, it actually had the Wayne logo.
I did not notice that.
I saw that.
It was upside down and it said Wayne, but it said W, and they sort of like hold on it for a bit and then go boom.
Because I saw that upside down W movie.
Yeah.
I did not see that. Also, rumor has it that if they do go ahead of a second Man of Steel film, the person who plays Lex Luthor, and he's rumored to agree to it, is the same person who plays Lex Luthor in Smallville. If you haven't seen Smallville, check it out.
I've seen Smallville, but I haven't seen that.
Smallville's
good.
One little spoiler that I wish they should have put in to introduce the new Justice League movie is, during one of the fighter jet scenes, one of the fighter jet pilots should have turned around and said, "This is Hal Jordan to command. We have got the target in sight."
Oh, yes. Ooh.
For someone who doesn't know who Hal Jordan is, Green Lantern.
But not Thingamabob. What is it? What's his name?
Green Guardsman.
No, he did it in Ryan.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Nathan Fillion should just be Hal Jordan now and forever because he's been Hal Jordan in a few things. Yeah. And he's really good. And he can pull it off in live action, I reckon.
He wants to do a reboot too. Anyway, back to Man of Steel.
Yeah. I do like how he how he took off. So.
I like that because it was
weird. It sounded like he had a jetpack coming from I don't know where it came from. But I liked
it because if they ever did Dragon Ball Z, that would be how it is. The punches and mid-air fights and all that sort of stuff. It just was Dragon Ball Z written all over it, and it was just that was awesome about it. There was really great action. Visuals were awesome. Sound effects and all that sort of stuff. It was great.
Two things I had a problem with the movie.
Yeah.
One of them was around near the start, and those who have watched it will probably pick on this, but it depends on how you look at it. But all the alien technology, for some reason, reminded me of Prometheus. The movie.
It was a little bit, and you know those things that you used to have on your desk, so that you put your face in and your hand. That's what I was thinking of the whole time. It's like a big one of those. You just go.
And the second thing was he always was flying. Like he'll be just
flying.
Yeah, like the ground will like go beneath him, and he'll just float down the side. You can stand there and slowly go like that, and then fly off.
And even when he's learning to fly, it was sort of like, okay, does he know how to fly? Is he having trouble with it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You could clearly tell the wires.
Yeah. How about you, Andrew? What did you think?
Yeah.
Well, it took Smallville 10 years. 10 years, because 10 seasons, to show the transition from Clark Kent to Superman. This movie got it right in like 2 hours. Not even that. So I'm really impressed with this movie. I was wondering how they're going to pull it off, and they did a marvelous job, I reckon.
Okay. Yeah. I got one nitpick with the movie, and it's what I think a lot of the critics have a problem with. It was the actual editing, like. Batman Begins had it in a bit. They go back to the thing, and that was cool.
Yeah.
But they did this like so much. You never exactly knew where it was in the story. Was it going back to a flashback, or were they in that moment, or was it going back to a flashback? Like the kid stuff, you could tell. But when he was an adult, half the time I was getting really confused. It was just sort of like, Okay.
Yeah, I got confused on the Flash. I'm like,
Another
what?
thing I
Okay.
You wouldn't laugh if you
it.
watched Memento, because
I thought
No,
it was,
no. I was able to keep up. I knew
Yeah.
what was going on, but it was sort of
yeah, the
you know,
flashbacks
thinking-
were weird. Like, it had a flashback. I thought it was going to tell his whole story, but then he kept going in and
Yeah.
out. So I'm like, what the hell?
And it
What's
seemed
going
like
on?
it was like a lot of the stuff was edited out. Just
Yeah,
entirely.
like
Yeah.
for example, he was in an interrogation room,
Yeah, that's
and then
the
next thing you
biggest
know,
one.
he's outside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
and then
what did they actually talk about?
The spaceship comes down, picks him up, and goes. That was
Remember
it.
when
It
his
was like
girlfriend,
no
little
fights,
girl,
no. And he
was looking
like
for
that.
Superman. It's like, I thought it was going to be like a half the movie of her looking for him, and then all of a sudden it skips to the next scene. She's found him. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was-
That was too quick. I was like,
But,
what?
maybe it was.
I didn't
leading
talk
up
to your
the
son.
end.
Boom.
Yeah.
He's
They
there.
did the Iron Man approach. Basically, in the Superman storyline, it takes like years and years and years for Lois Lane to discover that Superman is Clark Kent. In one scene, bam, Clark Kent.
But
You're
that was-
Superman. What?
That was what's annoying.
Now the whole world knows.
But at the end, when they take him, he goes to the. I want to say Daily Bugle, but
Daily Planet.
Daily Planet, because they're
Yeah.
all bloody the same, almost. Except that.
Yeah,
no, I'm
yeah.
thinking Ninja Turtles actually with Vern Thompson is JJ. Yeah. They go in, and she knows who he is. She was there. So we're all them. We're all looking. Oh, hi, Clark Kent. Nice to meet you, sort of thing. I was like, come on. He only puts glasses on.
One thing else I noticed was in all the trailers and all that, and all the reviews and critics, when the huge hype before it came out, they were talking about Jimmy Olsen. How Jimmy Olsen is a redheaded chick instead of a redheaded guy. Not once in that movie I saw Jimmy Olsen.
well,
yeah.
I believe she's Jenny Olsen. That was the girl they kept focusing on with Perry.
Oh, was that chick that was stuck under the rock?
Yep.
That was a character you wanted to go, just die. You're screaming like a bitch. Shut up. Just die. We hate those characters.
They made such a big deal out of it, but in the end,
It just went
Yeah.
nowhere.
and you didn't even really know who she was because they sort of
Yeah.
said Jenny once. And that was
It
it.
would've
And that
made-
was at the end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, this is the
no,
lights
I'm
on
just an
your
idiot.
car. Yeah,
I know it's Mike.
so,
I would have put in like a few little Easter eggs in the film,
But-
like Hal Jordan, like you said, Wayne Tech.
yeah, Wayne Tate, that was
Wayne
cool.
Tate,
It
yeah.
means maybe that the Chris Nolan and Christian Bale is going to continue, so...
One I was hoping that they would do was back at the start when they were on Krypton. They introduced Brainiac
Oh yeah.
because they kept talking about an intelligence computer system, but they never called it a name.
Yeah.
And I had a feeling that like those floating ball things were Brainiac, but I was wrong.
That would make sense because they did that with Superman the animated series.
Yeah.
Because originally Brainiac was his own entity, but they tied him into Superman's origin story with the animated series.
Yeah, well, one thing that I will give them credit for is they do a lot of the shots like the original Superman.
Yeah.
Like when I was
Effects are
shooting on the
amazing.
green screen, and you can see like he's holding Lois and flying into the camera. That was all sort of like the original movie, and I've
like-
seen enough of
I
it to
know
know
what
like that's, you know, obviously a flashback or a bit of acknowledgement to the other ones that made it what it was. Yeah. But there was one thing that I was really annoyed with as well, besides the editing. There was two things. It was Zod himself.
Zod.
It was like trying to be intimidating,
I
and
know,
he
he
just couldn't stop
wasn't.
but laugh. It's like,
I didn't take it seriously at all.
There was something with how the way he talked that sounded like he was like,
And he looked
he
happy.
had, like he had a lisp, but he didn't.
yeah.
And he's like trying to be angry and just acting too hard, and you can see it. And
They probably cast the wrong person. Maybe.
One thing
They
I was
did.
should have
He
done
was
Doug
funny of all
Walker.
the-
That would have
yeah.
been funnier.
I knew from as soon as I saw the start, even at the start of the movie, I'm like, he's not going to be scary at all. So I'm like, he's funny.
Doug Walker's.
Oh, dear.
It's Adam Sandler. It's the bad guy.
It's a stand-up episode from Superman 2.
Yeah, I know. But yeah.
But the one thing that really shocked me, and I was not prepared for in this film, was Superman snapping Zod's neck.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
not
yeah.
expecting
I
that.
was not either.
I was not
Well, it's
expecting
sort of-
that.
It was sort of weird because he doesn't want to hurt anybody in that scene as well. And the next thing he goes and goes,
Yeah, it snaps his neck. I'm like,
no, I don't want you to hurt the people.
I had two things.
No, but that
was a real ultimatum thing, because in the Dark Knight, in the Dark Knight Returns,
yeah.
Daniel, settle down.
Let me just relate to for a moment. In the Dark Knight Returns, there's one point where Joker, after being in a coma for so long, comes back, and since the Batman's now like getting old,
Yeah.
he Joker goes on this rampage, shooting up like a carnival, and Batman eventually punches him so hard it breaks his neck.
Is that the reference in
That was a hell of a snap in Superman.
Jason, no.
Red,
no,
in the Blu-ray that you put me in the body cast again.
Well, that might be a reference to it, but see, with the Dark Knight Returns takes place in the future. Apparently, after sort of Joker killed Jason. Well, Jason Todd died. They don't say how he died in the Dark Knight Returns, and then Batman breaks his neck, and then Joker finishes the job and kills himself to make it fame Batman for it. So it's
alright.
Yeah, but if you had like a camera inside the cinema when the actual neck snapping happened, my whole reaction was, "Oh my god!"
It was funny.
It was.
Fuck.
It was so not expected though.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it was the real ultimatum thing, because Superman's clearly torn up about it.
It's like, oh well, okay. But even the next scene, he was happy. Like,
I thought he was going to stop. I thought he was going to.
He was happy.
He was happy. He's like, I just destroyed $12 million worth of satellite.
I actually thought he was going to let go of his.
F you, Batman.
Yeah. I thought his eyes were going to go back. The redness was going to go back in. He was going to go okay, and like they were going to talk. I thought it was going to be one of those.
One of those.
Oh, but he snapped his neck. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's part of the problem with Superman. He's difficult to be relevant, so they probably try to make him edgy. I have read though that Christopher Nolan disagreed with that ending, but he got outvoted out 2-1.
Okay, we're running a bit on time now, so we need to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Rating.
Good.
Who wants to go first with ratings?
We will go.
So Andrew, you go first. So just make it quick, and we'll try and finish up.
It's pretty much what I expect a Superman movie to be, so I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Whoa. Jim?
I would actually have to agree. 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Jamie.
Yeah, okay. I think it was way better than Superman Returns.
Yep.
This movie does. It deserves a sequel to see how they make the good stuff work in it and the positive
and not
negatives. Get rid of the negatives.
And not have to focus on the origin story
that's
again.
Probably 3.5. I reckon it deserves the 3 easily, and it's like 1.5 just for the visuals and all that great stuff. It was really
very visually pleasing.
Yeah. And Dan.
If it had been at the start of the movie, if it had continued like that for the whole entire movie, it would have been a 1 out of 5.
What?
But because it proved itself worthy, eventually when it got into the film, I would say a 3.5.
Nice. So,
okay, so 3.5, 4.5.
So we give the movie a 4 in total, then. So you definitely go see it. Yeah. It is worth the price of admission alone, and
just stick with it.
Yeah, and don't get a big megaton of popcorn unless you're an idiot.
I win. I ate that plus a jumbo coke.
I could use a drink to wash that down.
So that was spoilers at the movies.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I can fly.
Do not, citizen. But I will. Ah, crap. Who blew up Alderaan? Damn you, Vader. Just.
You should catch me. He's gonna push me. I can feel the energy. I know what he's gonna do.
So, I couldn't help but notice you're not wearing any underwear. I'm sorry, it's the extra vision. It turns on sometimes.
I was gonna say I have got pants on.
Yes, I can see you have pants, but I'm sorry. I noticed you weren't wearing any underwear. I know it's not my business, but I'm terribly sorry. It was just very distracting, and I had to point it out.
It's alright. I just feel more comfortable not wearing
I gotta run. Superman away!
What do you buy some underwear? Nah, Batman.
Batman's clearly better. I think Superman over Batman.
He keeps walking.